That's where we begin tonight with that breaking news. Milwaukee police are investigating the deaths of 4 adult men and 1 adult woman as homicides. They were found dead inside of a home earlier this afternoon near 21st and Wright.
Okay, so I'm behind you guys. I know everybody saw this on CNN and MSNBC last night, and you probably watched it on the Young Turks too. So I'm going to need you guys to get in the comment section and keep me up to breast with this, because I know this was all over the news. I mean, you got 6. I've heard that it's jumped up to 6 son people dead in a house. It wasn't homicide the other side. It was homicide. Hold on. Wait a second. My producer's in my ear. Wait a second. This is a story. This is only a story in Milwaukee. No one's covering this story outside of Milwaukee. That can't be true. My producer said that this story is only being covered in Milwaukee. Hasn't been covered outside of the city of Milwaukee. And virtually no one knows about this. And it happened yesterday. It's hard to believe, but he's never really led me astray. So I guess we're just going to rock with it.
And that's where we begin tonight with that breaking news. Milwaukee police are investigating the deaths of 4 adult men and 1 adult woman as homicides. They were found dead inside of a home earlier this afternoon near 21st and Wright. Fox 6's Sam Kramer joining us live there. And Sam, police say this all started as a welfare check.
Yeah, hi there, Mary. An assistant police chief told us someone actually called them and was worried about people living inside a home near 21st and Wright. So officers came and checked on them this afternoon. All 5 adults were found dead inside, and police have been searching for answers ever since. Around 3:45 Sunday afternoon.
This is ridiculous.
Milwaukee police.
This is ridiculous. You got 6 people dead inside of a home. And all she had to say is it's ridiculous. I'd rather say nothing than to call that ridiculous. Ridiculous doesn't adequately, it falls short of adequately describing the situation.
Around 3:45 Sunday afternoon.
This is ridiculous.
Milwaukee police officers responded to a home near 21st and Wright for a welfare check. A call that quickly turned into a homicide investigation when 5 adults were found dead inside the home.
I'm sorry, I don't know a better word to say. The community is tired. We are tired of seeing people's lives snuffed out too soon in preventable situations.
Officer
Arnita Holloman, Milwaukee Office of Violence Prevention. You're doing a terrible job, sister. Look, you put yourself in that position. This is some program or some government funded agency. Okay, you want to be the Office of Violence Prevention? Okay, you want to be in charge of the violence? Well, listen, it's through the roof. You're doing a terrible job. That's how we got to start holding these people accountable, man. These programs. They're getting all this money, man. This woman probably make $100,000 a year. For what? Crime through the roof, murder through the roof. You got 6 bodies in one house. And that ain't even going to shake up the city. It's not going to be like, this is it. Tomorrow going to be No one, they not even talking about this outside of Milwaukee. You need to do like the man in New York and go to the president, man. Ask the president felt. Old MC Light looking self.
I'm sorry, I don't know a better word to say. The community is tired. We are tired of seeing people's lives snuffed out too soon in preventable situations.
Office of Violence Prevention Director Arnita Holloman called on the community to support another family enduring heartbreak. At a Sunday night press conference, Assistant Police Chief Paul Formolo says the department still piecing together what happened and when.
Hopefully from the information that we glean from the interviews and from the autopsies, the medical examiner's office will be able to give us a time of death.
Formolo says police are still working to identify the victims and the relationships, and he does not believe there is a threat to the public. Meanwhile, Acting Mayor Cavalier Johnson released a statement with...
Who was shocked by that? Who was shocked, man? Wisconsin, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, man. When I was a kid, man, hit one of you with me, man. When I was a kid, man, I thought this was glider country, man. All I knew was cheese and beer and snow. I ain't know that, man. I had no idea this was when I was a kid. Now, since I've started covering this stuff, I know. But when I was a kid, coming up, growing up, junior high school, I just thought it was nothing but gliders up here, man. Boy, was I wrong, man. These some people been up here for a long time acting a fool.
Acting Mayor Cavalier Johnson released a statement with condolences to the victims' families. He goes on to say, quote, "It is important not to feel numbed by the ongoing violence in our community. A horrible crime has again occurred, and it is not a movie or a fictional account. These victims died in our city, in one of our neighborhoods," close quote, amid more calls for the violence to come to an end.
We are sick and tired of it. And we as a community, that means all of us have to be sick and tired of it enough that we step up and do something.
The Milwaukee County Medical Examiner's Office will conduct autopsies on all 5 victims tomorrow. That's in addition to 3 autopsies for 3 other homicide victims after what's been yet another violent weekend in Milwaukee. We're live tonight near the intersection of 22nd and Wright. Sam Kramer, Fox 6 News.
Yeah, what a terrible scene out there. Sam, thank you for that.
It takes a special kind of demon with no soul to just go out and just snuff people, take 6 people's lives.
It's not yet known who's responsible for a horrible crime inside a Milwaukee home. 6 bodies found dead over the weekend. That is our big story at 5. Family members sharing memories and disbelief after those bodies were discovered at 21st and Wright.
Really, it has left more questions than answers at this point. We have team coverage tonight. Aaron Mabin with reaction with a neighbor and community leaders. But we're going to start with Brett Lemoyne, who has the latest on the investigation. Brett?
Yeah, well, Ted and Mary, since last night, Milwaukee police have only updated us saying that, yes, in fact, there were 6 bodies that were found inside that home yesterday, and it appears all 6 of them were shot. Now, family members of 2 of the victims we spoke with say even they aren't sure of the identity of some of the bodies.
So as you heard earlier, you had 6 bodies here, and you had 3 other unrelated homicides in the city over the weekend. So you had 9 homicides in Milwaukee over the week. I think y'all need to understand that. How many cities are in the Sun Belt? I mean, every city is part of. So just think if you could think of a city, it's got a Sun Belt. Just Milwaukee had 9 homicides over the weekend. Now, we're not talking about Birmingham, Mobile, Shreveport, Baton Rouge, Gulfport, Pensacola, Jacksonville, Charleston, Lexington, Louisville, Nashville, Memphis, Gary, South Bend, Toledo, Cincinnati, Ohio, Cleveland, just the thousands of other cities out there, right? Just Milwaukee had 9 homicides, and each and every one of them was a Sun person. Think about that, man. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. 6 were killed in one home, and it's not a story outside of Milwaukee.
Am I in a movie? Like, this is not real.
Tiffany Whittington remembers her cousin, 49-year-old Michelle Williams. She says Williams is among the 6 people found dead inside this home near 21st and Wright. Family grew concerned late last week when they hadn't heard from her.
When they got there, honestly, they said the smell, the stench was just so overpowering, and the neighbors said that they had been smelling it for a few days.
Williams was killed alongside her husband, Michael Williams, also identified by family.
Dang. Who did this? And why is the NFAC not up in Milwaukee right now walking around the street? Why isn't the Sun Panther Party just scouring the street, doing an independent investigation? Why isn't everybody who's all concerned about Lawrence Smith Fields said, okay, man, we got to get back to Lawrence. They haven't found no signs of strangulation, blunt force. It looks like she just drank herself to death. But since it was a glider involved, we got to act all outraged. But still, we're going to drop that and head up to Milwaukee and see what the heck is going on. Because this couple was killed and 4 other people were killed in one home. And nobody knew anything for like a week. How do you shoot 6 people to death in the neighborhood and nobody calls the police? That's a violent place, man. That's the Stand, man. That's the Stand, bro.
Williams was killed alongside her husband, Michael Williams, also identified by family. On Sunday, police said 5 bodies were discovered after a welfare check earlier in the day.
The motive and information regarding any involved suspects is not known to us right now.
Hours later, the medical examiner's office confirmed a 6th body inside. Police say the woman and 5 men appear to have been shot. As of Monday afternoon, one of the victims remained unidentified.
There's still bodies that we don't know. There could be other family members that we just have not, got a hold of or don't know who's missing.
Neighbors describe the Williamses as hardworking and friendly people.
There is no information to suggest that there is a threat to the community.
Milwaukee police continue to investigate, leaving more questions than answers for this family.
I'm hoping that there's some kind of video footage, like people have doorbell cameras, and I'm hoping that the community can, if they have anything, like she was the neighborhood candy lady. She didn't deserve this.
Wow. You can tell they were deeply in love. All the pictures they have on matching outfits say she was the candy lady. This is crazy that I know Leandra TV will cover this, but it'll probably be like maybe 3 or 4 YouTubers that cover this. 6 Sun people dead in the house for days, all shot to death, and this isn't the biggest story in the country. No, this story will not leave Milwaukee. Hard-working, friendly people. And when they find who did this, I guarantee you, until they find who did this, until they do, all types of rumors going to float around. It could have been nah, you know who this was. Don't try that. Don't do that. You know who did this. I'm simply at a loss for words, man. That this isn't the biggest story in the country.
Like, she was the neighborhood candy lady. She didn't deserve this.
Now, we're still waiting for all of the victims to be identified. The Milwaukee County Medical Examiner's Office tells us they are still in the process of notifying family members. Reporting live outside MPD headquarters downtown, Brett Lemoyne, Fox 6 News.
Awaiting so many answers. All right, Brett, thank you.
So, this is the 6 homicide victims. Charlie Hardy, 42. Caleb Jordan, 23. Say their names, y'all. Say their names. Giovanni Liddell, 31. Dante Mike Williams, 44. Michelle Williams, 49. Donald Smith, 43. God, dog. Three of the victims, the Williamses and Smith, lived at the home near 21st and Wright. So that was their home, the Williamses.